A very good morning, students. Today we'll be learning about automobiles. Automobile industry in India is one of the largest in the world and one of the fastest growing globally. India manufactures about 12 million vehicles including two-wheeled, three-wheeled and four-wheeled and exports more than 1.5 million every year. Well, in today's class we will learn about automobile industry, its overview, locational factors, production and distribution. The automobile industry of India made a steady progress after independence. It was in 1947 when the Premier Automobiles Limited was established at Kurla in Mumbai. In 1948, the Hindustan Motors Limited, Uttarapara, was established near Kolkata. Within a short period of about 50 years, automobile industry in India has made a tremendous progress. At present, there are 17 manufacturers of passenger cars, 9 manufacturers of commercial vehicles, 16 producers of 2 and 3 wheels and 14 producers of tractors besides 5 manufacturers of engines. India's annual production was 29.08 million vehicles in financial year 2018 and it was 25.33 million in financial year 2017. A sharp growth of 14.8% has been reported. The industry is valued at about 7.1% of GDP. A growth rate of 18 to 20% has occurred in the CVs, 8 to 10% in PVs and 17 to 19% in 2 and 3 wheelers. The automobile industry was delicensed in July 1991 with the announcement of new industrial policy. The passenger car was however delicensed in 1993. At present, 100% FDI is permissible in the automobile industry. The automobile industry is mainly located near the iron and steel producing centers, as steel is the basic raw material used in the industry. The automobile industry is also located near the markets and the seaports. Some of the automobile industries have been located in the underdeveloped areas of isolation and relative isolation. The main automobile producing centers are Chennai, Delhi, Gurgaon, Jabalpur, Jamshedpur, Kolkata, Noida and Mumbai. The commercial vehicles are produced by Tata Engineering and Locomotive Company. It produces over 70% of the total commercial vehicles. Its 4 plants are located at Hyderabad, Pithampur, Roopnagar. The premier automobiles in Mahindra and Mahindra are located at Mumbai. Ashok Leyland Limited and Standard Motors at Chennai, Hindustan Motors at Kolkata and Bajaj Tempo Limited at Pune. Moreover, Shaktiman trucks are manufactured under the Ministry of Defence and Nissan Jeeps at Jabalpur in collaboration with the Nissan Company of Japan. Passenger cars. The demand of the passenger cars has increased tremendously during the last 2 decades. There are a number of companies producing passenger cars. Some of the important car manufacturers are Maruti Udyog Limited, Gurgaon, Hindustan Motors, Chennai and Kolkata, Premier Automobiles Mumbai, Maharashtra, Standard Motor Products Chennai, Hyundai Motors India Surajpur, Noida, UP, Daewoo Motors India Limited near Pune, Honda City in Uttar Pradesh. And the collaboration between Mahindra and Ford has introduced the Ford Escort. Mercedes-Benz of Germany in collaboration with Telco is producing expensive E220 and 250D. The Premier Automobiles in collaboration with Fiat Ind Auto Limited has introduced Fiat Uno car. Let's look at Jeeps. The entire production of Jeeps is contributed by Mahindra and Mahindra Mumbai. It has a capacity to produce 15,000 Jeeps annually. Now let's look at the 2 and 3 wheelers. There is an increasing demand of 2 and 3 wheelers all over the country. In fact, the 2-wheeler industry has a great future. The 2-wheeler industry comprises moped, scooters and motorcycles. Mopeds are produced mainly by TVS Suzuki scooters by Bajaj Auto and LML at Mumbai, Pune, New Delhi and Kanpur. Public sector units are located at Alwar, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Lucknow and Satara. The motorcycle producing units are located at Chennai, Delhi and Mysore. Defence vehicles. Vehicles used for defence are produced by the Vehicles Factory, Jabalpur. It was located in 1969 in collaboration with Nissan Company of Japan. Heavy Shaktiman trucks are also made with license from MAN Company of Germany. The financial year 2018 was an eventful year for the automobile industry. Let's look at few of the features. Demonetization was announced in 2016. Supreme Court's BS3 vehicle ban became effective from April 1, 2017. Goods and Services Tax was implemented from July 1st, 2018. Continued ban on diesel cars by National Green Tribunal, September 2018. Automobile was delicensed in July 1991 with the announcement of new industrial policy. At present, 100% FDI is permissible in the sector. Well, let's now have an overview of automobile industry in India. The automobile is made up of two words, auto, which is self, mobile, movable. So automobile refers to self-movable vehicles without the help of man or animal force. The automobile vehicle is used for transportation of goods and passengers by various means, roadways, track, water or airways. Automobile industry did not exist in India in the real sense before independence. Only assembly work was done from the imported parts. Ford Motor Company, India Limited, started assembling of cars and trucks at Chennai in 1930 and at Mumbai in 1931. The real development of the industry began with the establishment of the Premier Automobiles Limited at Kurla, Mumbai in 1947 and Hindustan Motors at Uttarpara in Kolkata in 1948. Automobile industry in India has made considerable progress during the last 3 decades. Today, it is one of the most vibrant sectors of the economy. During the year 2003 to 4, the turnover of the automobile sector exceeded rupees 1 lakh crore rupees. The industry also offers substantial employment potential. Currently, it provides 4.5 lakh direct employment and about 1 crore indirect employment. The contribution of the auto industry to GDP has risen from 2.77% in 1992-93 to 4.7% in 2002-3. India is the largest manufacturer of 2 watt and 3 watt and the 4th largest manufacturers of passenger cars in the world. BHEL has spent around INR 30 crore on R&D expenditure and filled. BHEL supplied the steam turbine and generator package for the project. India's first of its kind, highest rated 700 megawatt pressurized heavy water reactor, EMRC, has been developed and hosted by Niti Aayog under a collaborative knowledge exchange program with the United Kingdom government and as a part of the UK-India Joint Roadmap 2030 signed by the Prime Ministers of the two countries. EMRC is one-stop destination for all information on electric vehicles, busting myths around the adoption of EVs, their purchase, investment opportunities, policies, subsidies, etc. Power Grid Corporation of India Limited, Power Grid, has laid the foundation stone for first ever electric vehicle charging station in the state of Meghalaya at its office complex at Laplang, Shillong. World's most advanced technology is developed green hydrogen fuel cell electric vehicle Toyota Mirai. The first of its kind project in India which aims to create a green hydrogen based ecosystem in the country. Under the scheme for faster adoption and manufacturing of electric vehicles in India, Phase 2 of the Ministry of Heavy Industries, 2,877 public EV, that is electric vehicle charging stations, have been sanctioned in 68 cities. Now let's look at what are the location factors of automobile industry. Automobile industry usage finished product of metallurgical industry as raw materials and produces automobile vehicles. The automobile industry requires a large variety of raw materials from other industrial sources, for example, steel, non-ferrous materials, window glass, plastic, rubber, wood, paint, textile, electronic cables, seat cushions, etc. We need a continuous supply of those spare parts, raw materials. The automobile industry tends to be located near iron and steel producing centers because steel is the basic raw material used in this industry. The proximity of places producing tires, tubes, storage batteries, paints and other ancillary industries is considered to be an added advantage. Port cities also find favor with the industry because of the import and export facilities offered by such places. Now let's look at the production and distribution of automobile industry. The commercial vehicles industry is divided into two broad segments, passengers and goods. The passenger segment is largely controlled by state-owned transport undertakings, STUs, while goods vehicles are generally manufactured in the private sector. The manufacture of commercial vehicles started in 1950s and the industry registered rapid growth in the post-liberalization period. The production of commercial vehicles including buses, trucks, tempos, 3 and 4 wheelers increased. However, varying trends in production have been observed after 1996-97. In the year 2003-04, India produced 275.1 thousand commercial vehicles. Currently, 7 major companies are engaged in manufacturing buses and trucks. Tata Engineering and Locomotive Corporation Limited, Telco, is a leading producer of medium and heavy commercial vehicles and accounts for over 70% of such vehicles produced in India. 4 plants, each at Hyderabad, Pithampur, Arson near Rupnagar in Punjab and Surajpur in UP, manufacture light commercial vehicles. Premier Automobiles and Mahe and Mahindra are located in Mumbai. Ashok Leyland Limited and Standard Motor Products of India Limited are located in Chennai. Hindustan Motors Limited is at Kolkata and Bajaj Tempo Limited is located in Pune. Let's look at the government schemes of automobile industry. Firstly, the National Automobile Scrappage Policy. This particular policy is aimed at creating an ecosystem for phasing out old, unsafe, polluting vehicles and replacing them with newer, safe and fuel-efficient vehicles. This particular policy will help in increasing automobile sales, provide employment, reduce import costs, generate incremental GST revenue, and to help solve the global shortage of semiconductor chip. The policy will provide an important link in creating a circular economy for the country. Next, we have the FAME India scheme. In the first phase of FAME scheme, about 2.8 lakh hybrid and electric vehicles were supported by way of demand incentive amounting to about INR 359 crores. The Ministry of Heavy Industries had sanctioned about 520 charging stations or infrastructure for 43 crore rupees approximately under the phase 1 of FAME India scheme. The FAME India scheme 2 is proposed to be implemented over a period of 3 years with a financial outlay of 10,000 crore rupees for faster adoption of electric mobility and growth of electric and hybrid technology to improve the ecosystem in the country. The scheme aims to create demand by way of supporting 7,000 e-buses, 5 lakh e-3 wheelers and 55,000 e-4 wheelers. India 241 is number 1 after China in electric vehicles, especially buses. Department of Heavy Industries is the nodal department responsible for planning, implementation and review of the scheme. Under FAME scheme, INR of 756.66 crore was allocated and INR 53.27 crore utilized till June 2021. In calendar year 2021, total 1.4 lakh electric vehicles, 1.19 lakh electric 2-wheelers and 20.42 thousand electric 3-wheelers and 580 electric 4-wheelers have been incentivized up to 16 December 2021, amounting to incentive of about 500 crore rupees under the phase 2 of FAME. Total 1.85 lakh electric vehicles have been incentivized under FAME 2 until now. Ministry of Heavy Industries under phase 2 of FAME India scheme has supported about 1.65 lakhs electric vehicles as on 25th November 2021 by a way of demand incentive amounting to about 564 crore rupees. 6,315 electric buses have been sanctioned to various state or city transport undertakings under phase 2 of the scheme. Ministry has sanctioned 2,877 electric vehicles charging stations amounting to 500 crore rupees in 68 cities across 25 states or union territories and 1,576 charging stations amounting to 108 crore rupees across 9 expressways and 16 highways. Government of India allocates 1,000 crore rupees made under FAME 2 for provision of EV charging stations. 835 electric buses have been deployed, 115 in Navi Mumbai, 90 in Ahmedabad, 105 in UP, 30 in Goa, 25 in Patna, 45 in Surat, 16 in Rajkot, 25 in Delhi, 11 in Chandigarh, 10 in Silvassa and 10 in Dehradun. The Automotive Mission Plan 2016-2026 outlines the trajectory of growth of the automotive industry in India, including the glide path of definite regulations and policies that govern research, design, technology, testing, manufacturing, import or export, sale, use, repair and recycling of automotive vehicles, components and services. The automobile industry is projected to be the third largest in the world, contributing 12% to GDP. The industry has the potential to generate $300 billion revenue and 65 million additional jobs by 2026. The automobile industry is one of the prime movers of the manufacturing sector and the Make in India initiative. It aims to increase exports of vehicles by 5 times. The plan also foresees India to be first in the world in the production or sale of small cars, two-wheelers, three-wheelers, tractors and buses, and third in passenger vehicles and heavy trucks. Now let's look at the Draft National Automotive Policy 2018. Department of Heavy Industries formulated a Draft National Automotive Policy for the holistic development of the automobile industry in India. The policy estimates to scale up exports to 35 to 40% of the overall output and makes India one of the major automotive export hubs in the world. Thus, the following propositions have been made. Let's look at them. To adopt a long-term roadmap for emission standards beyond BS6 and complement the same with the global standards by 2028. Roll out CAFE, which is Corporate Average Fuel Efficiency Norms, till 2025. Adoption of a differential taxation method based on composite criteria, including parameters such as carbon dioxide emissions and length. Associate AIS and BIS standards on safety critical parts over the next 3 years. Fast track adoption of the Bharat New Vehicle Safety Assessment Program. Now let's look at the National Automotive Testing and R&D Infrastructure Project, NATRIP. This particular project has been set up at a total cost of $573 million to enable the industry to adopt and implement global performance standards. It aims at converting India's unparalleled strengths in IT and electronics with the automotive engineering sectors. The main area of focus is on providing low-cost manufacturing and product development solutions. Ministry of Heavy Industries and Public Enterprises has constituted NATRIP Implementation Society, which is NATIS, an autonomous body for the execution of NATRIP. As a part of the program, 7 test centers have been finalized to set up the test facilities: ICAT, GARC, NATRAX, ARAI, VRDE, NIAIMT, NCVRS. Next, let's look at the National Electric Mobility Mission Plan, which is NEMMP 2020. Promotion and development of indigenous manufacturing capabilities, required infrastructure, consumer awareness and technology are additional objectives of NEMMP 2020. Policies aimed at gradually ensuring a vehicle population of about 6 to 7 million electric or hybrid vehicles in India by the year 2020, along with a certain level of indigenization of technology, thereby ensuring India's global leadership in some vehicle segments. Next, we have the Production Linked Incentive Scheme, PLI. The Prime Minister has given his approval to introduce the Production Linked Incentive Scheme in automobile and automobile components sector through the Department of Heavy Industries with a financial outlay of 57,042 crore rupees over a 5-year period for enhancing India's manufacturing capabilities and enhancing exports through Atmanirbhar Bharat. The automobile industry in India is a significant driver of macroeconomic growth and technological development. India gets Asia's longest and world's 5th longest high-speed track for automobiles. India is projected to be the world's 3rd largest automotive market in terms of volume by 2026. The automobile industry manufactured 26.36 million vehicles, including passenger vehicles, commercial vehicles, three-wheelers, two-wheelers and quadricycle in the financial year 2019 to 2020. The Department of Heavy Industry has helped set up India's first machine tool park, TMPT, with a world-class facility that has been developed on 530 acres of land. Department of Heavy Industry entails promoting engineering industry, machine tools, heavy electric industrial machinery, and auto industry and administration of 29 central PSCs and 5 autonomous organizations. Total 1.85 lakh electric vehicles have been incentivized under FAME 2 till now. India is becoming the largest electric vehicles market for electronic two-wheelers, three-wheelers and cars. The automobile sector contributes about 35% to the manufacturing GDP of the country. Motor vehicles, trailers and semi-trailer sector engages 10.95 lakhs of people, consisting 6.73% of the total employment share.